In the middle of the journey of our life, I found myself within a dark wood where the straight way was lost. Before us lies the entrance to the Christian hell, Dante Alighieri's Inferno, a descent through 9 circles of eternal damnation where the punishment fits the sin. Written in the early 14th century, this masterwork of Italian literature presents a vision of divine justice that has haunted imaginations for over 700 years. Today, we journey with Dante and his guide Virgil through the depths of the underworld, from the gates of hell inscribed with the words, "Abandon all hope, ye who enter here," to the frozen lake of Cocytus, where Satan himself dwells. This is not merely a journey through punishment, it is an exploration of sin, justice, and the nature of evil itself. Descending through the gates, we enter Limbo, the first circle of hell, where dwell the unbaptized and the virtuous pagans who lived before Christ. Here the great poets, philosophers, and heroes of antiquity exist in a noble castle surrounded by 7 walls. Homer, Horace, Ovid, Lucan, all reside here in a place without torment, but equally without joy, for they cannot enter paradise. Virgil himself calls this realm home. There is no physical suffering here, only the eternal separation from God's grace. The souls sigh with the weight of unfulfilled desire, living in a twilight existence where reason shines but divine light can never reach. We cross into the second circle where Minos, the infernal judge, assigns souls to their eternal destination. Here begin the true punishments. This is the realm of the lustful, those who surrendered reason to carnal desire. Eternal winds howl and shriek, tossing the damned souls like leaves in an endless storm, never resting, never finding peace. Among them are the famous lovers of history and legend, Cleopatra, Helen of Troy, Achilles, Paris. Dante encounters Paolo and Francesca, tragic lovers murdered by Francesca's husband, forever bound together yet tormented, swept in the tempest that mirrors the passion that consumed them in life. Deeper still, we descend into the third circle, domain of the gluttons, who made food and drink their gods. Here reigns Cerberus, the 3-headed demon dog, whose claws tear at the souls lying prostrate in the filth. A cold, putrid rain pours eternally from the sky, mixing with hail and dirty snow to form a foul sludge. The gluttons wallow in this vile mire, just as they wallowed in excess during life. They howl like dogs, cursed to lie alone despite being surrounded by others. Their punishment, a grotesque reversal of the communal feasts they so loved. The air reeks of decay and corruption. The fourth circle holds both the avaricious and the prodigal, those who hoarded wealth and those who squandered it recklessly. Here stands Plutus, ancient god of wealth, bloated and babbling. The souls are divided into 2 great armies that push enormous weights, boulders of gold and treasure, eternally rolling them forward until they clash, only to turn and begin again. "Why do you hoard?" shout the spendthrifts. "Why do you squander?" cry the misers. Neither recognizes the other, for avarice and prodigality have stripped them of identity. Many are tonsured clerics, corrupted by material greed. This is the eternal joust of those who loved worldly goods more than wisdom. We arrive at the river Styx, a black and bubbling swamp that forms the 5th circle. Here the wrathful tear at each other in the muddy waters, locked in eternal combat, striking and biting in perpetual fury. Beneath the surface lurk the sullen, those who were passive-aggressive and gloomy in life, now trapped below, their words rising as bubbles. Sullen were we in the sweet air, now sullen in the black mire. The ferryman Phlegius carries us across in his boat, while the damned souls clutch at its sides. In the distance rises the burning city of Dis, with its iron walls and towers, marking the entrance to lower hell, where the truly malicious reside. Past the walls of Dis, we enter the 6th circle, a vast cemetery of burning tombs. Here lie the heretics, those who denied the immortality of the soul or followed false doctrines. Each sect is entombed together in iron sarcophagi, heated red hot, their lids thrown open, flames rising from within. The Epicureans, who believed the soul dies with the body, now experience consciousness in torment. Among them is Farinata degli Uberti, standing upright in his tomb with noble bearing despite the flames, and Cavalcante de Cavalcanti, desperate for news of his son. These are the souls who rejected divine truth and now burn with the knowledge of their error. The seventh circle is divided into 3 rings of violence. The outer ring holds the violent against others, murderers and warriors, immersed in the river of boiling blood called Phlegethon, watched by centaurs who shoot arrows at any who rise too high. The middle ring contains the wood of suicides, where those who are violent against themselves are transformed into gnarled trees, their leaves torn by harpies. The inner ring punishes the violent against God, nature, and art. Blasphemers lying on burning sand under a rain of fire, sodomites running eternally, and usurers crouched with purses around their necks. This is where violence in all its forms receives its due. We descend into Malabulge, the 8th circle, a landscape of 10 concentric ditches, each punishing a different type of fraud. Seducers are whipped by demons, flatterers wallow in excrement, simoniacs are planted upside down in holes with their feet on fire, sorcerers have their heads twisted backward, corrupt politicians boil in pitch guarded by devils, hypocrites wear heavy gilded cloaks of lead, thieves are bitten by serpents, transforming hideously. Evil counselors burn inside flames shaped like their own forms. Sowers of discord are hacked apart, their wounds healing only to be cut again. Falsifiers suffer from disease and madness. This is the realm of calculated deception. At the very bottom of hell lies Cocytus, a frozen lake divided into 4 regions of treachery. Cana holds traitors to family, frozen in ice up to their necks. Antenora imprisons traitors to country and party. Ptolemea contains traitors to guests, lying face up with tears freezing in their eyes. Judeca, the innermost zone, holds traitors to their lords and benefactors, completely encased in ice. And at the center of all, buried waist-deep in the frozen lake, stands Satan himself, the ultimate traitor, a 3-headed giant with bat wings, eternally chewing Judas, Brutus, and Cassius in his 3 mouths. Here, at the farthest point from God's light and warmth, evil achieves its absolute form, cold, silent, and utterly devoid of love.